We have a beautiful late summer afternoon for football here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. That this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Pistol, McCaffrey. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
This is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
53, Mike. Come to my work. We want it. Come to Mike.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Niners' 3-yard line.
Chubb again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. I got him. Good job right there. Good job right there. Good touch.
Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, it makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Lance. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, let's go. 33, yellow.
Check in. Got one. I got one. Mike 28. Mike 28.
Go ultra.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down, McCaffrey, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Take 4.
This is McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A run for Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 38, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Let's go.
On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check 31, check.
17. Black shot.
And Lance now to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. McCaffrey. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Bass. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Lance looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Richie James, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's go. 17's mine.
From the 36, Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Browns have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On play action, Lance. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Check three. Hey, alert 3.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it will come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Wilson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Hey, number 28, Mike, is not 6. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike, 28. Mike, 28. Watch the run. Mike, 28.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Tight dog. Check
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Forced out to his left. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Off of play action, and here's Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. My game. Who that?
To throw, it's Lance. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Back. Rush in.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Lance. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He finds his man, complete. That's Bass. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Lance. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. On 1st down, Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Bass. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
43 rail. You got nothing today. Claws red.
From the 29, Lance steps away to his left. He gets it to Thomas.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Lights set, ready. 52 blue.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Let go.
Even. 4 down. Even.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Target.
Drill green.
My 52.
I want that.
Give me that ball.
Go red.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
On the ball.
Hey,
Blue, go.
Mike 52. 1, 2, 3. 52 is the mic right here.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
13 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Lance now on first down. James has got it. Complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Touchdown 49ers. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. A give. This is Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They go play action now. Wilson. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the field.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Lance. Over the middle, complete. It's Bass. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Let's go, D. 528.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 8.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now a 2nd down and 6.
Kill. Hey, alert.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike, 53.
They'll keep it on the ground. Funk. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Blitz. Check, 53's Mike. What we got? Safe. Ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you still think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.